Hi, Will. Welcome to the call. So tell us your name and where you're from.
So my name's William Mandeline from New York. Moved to Florida, I guess, 8 years ago. So now I live in Palm Beach, down here with my ex-wife and my kids, and I guess that's it.
And what do you do for work?
I am a futures trader on the stock market.
You're a who?
Futures trader on the stock market. So I trade the stock market.
That is our always joke, is that you talk very fast and us Southern folk cannot understand.
I'll try to slow down.
So what made you actually commit to change and then actually reach out to somebody?
I think I got tired of my own stuff. I'm going to use the word stuff. And I just got tired of being tired all the time and being out of shape and being winded and feeling like a disappointment to myself, I think, and to my kids, letting my kids down. So I think that's what made the change.
So since you started with me, what has happened since you started with me? What is, I know it's been a while, but what has happened since you started with me?
Since I started with you, I believe I am now down 121 pounds, about 120 pounds, roughly. I've doubled, pretty much almost doubled my income. I guess my confidence level has come up and my arrogance has come out, which has always been there, but now it's just there. What else has happened? I've met somebody, so I guess that's all part of the island goals, and I've hit some goals that I've wanted to attain for a while. So I think that's all part of working with you, and not just with nutrition, but with mindset change, I guess.
So why do you think this has worked for so long? Because it's been about 1.5 years, I think, since we started again. Correct.
At the end of the day, I think it works because it's a decision I made, and I made it full tilt, not 1 foot in, not half a foot in, but because I've tried the half foot in, the 1 foot in, hokey pokey style. So this was a decision I decided to make myself, and then I guess really just needed guidance and direction from you. So that's really why I think it worked. And there have been times when it hasn't worked. There's times when it hasn't worked, but that's just me not following the system and kind of screwing around. So that's really why it hasn't worked, not because of the system.
I love that answer. It's that you made the decision. That is, you stepped into your power and decided to be yourself and decided to be powerful, because that's who you are. You just didn't know it.
Correct. And it's no different than making the decision to eat the right foods. It's no different than making a decision to get up and exercise every day. It's the same thing. It's just a decision, one decision at a time.
So has your relationship with your kids pushed you to do this or to continue to do this?
I guess continue, because there are times when you're like, holy crap, I don't want to do this anymore. And then you think of other people. So they're definitely one of the reasons why you continue. I guess I continue. Yeah, so they're definitely, and our relationship has gotten better because I'm more active with them. I can do more things with them because of it.
Do they ever say anything about it?
No, but I know they notice. They're here. I have them every weekend, so they're here, and they see me go to the gym every weekend. And I'm sure they notice the changes. I mean, most people have, so.
It probably feels good to make them proud of you.
It does. It does. It feels good to give them a positive role model, which I think is more important. So, yeah.
Yeah. So how have your long-term goals changed now that you've lost over 100 pounds, like 120 pounds? How have those long-term goals changed?
I don't think they have, because my long-term goal was always to lose like 200 something pounds. So this is just a milestone or a step on that direction. My long-term goal was always to make a lot of money. So this is just a step in that direction. I don't think I make a lot of money yet. And I use the word yet. I'll get there. Granted, I am more comfortable than most people, but that's fine. So yeah, I think it's just a step in the direction, but my overall long-term goals haven't really changed much. It's still to lose close to 200 pounds. So I'm more than halfway there. And it's still to make a significant 6-figure income or 7-figure income. So I'm closer. I'm not where I want to be, but I am closer.
I feel like your ability to see it has changed, to see it as an option, as not just a dream, as something that's actually going to be reality.
Yes, because it's more tangible, 100%. I mean, knowing that realistically you're 80 pounds away and lost 120 as opposed to being 200 pounds away is a big difference. It's kind of like being on the back end of the hill, coming back down the hill now. You got your momentum, you struggled going up, hit the 100-pound mark, and now you're like, all right, well, more than half of it's gone. Like, let's just roll down the hill and continue with momentum.
Right. So, and I really want you to think about this question. What are the physical differences that you now have since you've lost 120 pounds? Like, physically, how is your life different? Moving, things in your life. You were pretty physical beforehand.
Correct.
Most people couldn't do the things that you could do 120 pounds heavier, even being a small person. But correct. How is your life different now, 120 pounds lighter?
From a physical standpoint, apparently people have told me that I look smaller and bigger. So try to figure that one out. I've shrunk, but I look bigger. So I'm okay with that. And then activity-wise, I don't know if, it's like a saying I have that activity-wise, it's still a struggle, but I push harder and go further. So, like, the struggle is still there. It's just now, to make it easy, my scores are better. Like, that's pretty much, my struggle's still there. I could just get better scores, I guess, if you want to keep it, if you want to make it simple that way. Yeah, and it's, for me, it's all about ego. So to go from somebody who was, doing CrossFit and finishing in the bottom half of the class to now, like, no, you're not going to beat me. Like, it's an ego thing to me. Like, you're not. You're going to have to be a much better athlete. So I think that is a mind shift change that's definitely was always there, but I couldn't back it up. So now I think I could back it up, which is important because that's the way I do the same thing with my business and I do work. That's the way I think it has to be. It has to be. It's either I'm going to make money or you're going to make money, but one of us is going to do it. So it might as well be me.
Absolutely. Do you feel like moving through life is just much easier for you?
Yes, it is. It's easier. It's also more frustrating because now you want more things. Now it's like we talk about that chasing the next win. Like, you're like, all right, I didn't think I could do that, but now I did that. So now I'm going to go chase something else. And it's like, not that you're not happy, but you're like, you're content. And then you're like, all right, I got to find something else to chase now. Now I got to go get my next win. It's 100 pounds. All right, so my next goal is now 120. And then it's like, taking a brief moment to enjoy it, but not be satisfied with it yet. Or still enjoy it, but be satisfied overall, but just not, it's not my end goal. My end goal is to reach that number. So, and not that I'm not happy now, not that has changed. It's just, that's my goal. That's what I want to hit. So I think that's the important part.
As far as in the gym, obviously you move faster. Are you stronger, even losing 100 and something pounds?
Ironically, I am. And some people told me that wouldn't happen. I am stronger. I still hit PRs almost on a weekly or monthly basis. I do think that's a factor of the nutrition, though, and what we talk about and how we set our goals for that. But yeah, I'm definitely stronger. I'm definitely faster. But that's a byproduct of just losing weight, I think, in general. But yeah, no, my strength is probably at its, I'm not going to say at its highest because obviously I'm not 20 years old anymore, but like,
Right.
it's not going down. Let's put it that way. So it's going up.
Which
still
is
going
really
up.
great.
Yes. All things considered,
Which
yes.
is great.
Right.
Yeah. So what has a community and the tribe like going after the same goals or going after their own goals? How has that helped you having that around you? And being a part of a builders group and being a part of a group of people that are all going for some sort of goal. How has that helped?
I think it's different ways at different moments of my life. Sometimes it's like they're the motivation. Sometimes they're the reason. Almost like they're the reason I push so hard. And it makes it easier. Like, not that I ever really intended to be, I guess, a leader, but I kind of on some level feel like you consistently lose weight. They kind of look up to you. So it's like, all right, like it's almost an obligation I feel to succeed, I guess is the way for them. And then it makes it easier to have people in the same mindset, the same like-mindedness to bounce ideas off and provide I learn new stuff from new people all the time that have been doing this, 3 months, and I've been doing it for a year and a half now, 2 years. So it's like the person doesn't matter. It's the message that matters. And they might just say something that clicks. And you're like, oh, all right, well, that works. Let's see if that works, And there's times when you just don't feel like getting up and doing it, but you're like, all right, well, such and such is struggling. Might as well, part of me is like, such and such is struggling and I'm better than they are. So why am I laying in bed? Like, I'm going to get up and make the decision to get up and go do it and go work out or go eat the right food and the right food is only based on what fits my macros. Like, I don't have that mind shift has changed from like, pizza's not bad food or burgers are bad food. Well, it fits in my numbers. So it's a good food like that. That's a big mind shift change, I think. Mind shift change that we worked on for a while, I think, to get rid of that. And to also kind of realize where people are and realize that I was there at one point. Like the holy cow, she wants me to eat more food. I'm going to lose weight. Now I'm like, I'm going to eat as much food as she gives me. Like, that's whatever you give me. Like, that's what I'm going to eat. Like, I'm never going to turn down food. When you see the new people and you're like, I'm so where you used to be. I know where you are. Like, you don't want to eat more food. And then all of a sudden you're like, all right, well, let's try it. And then you lose 5 pounds in 3 days. And you're like, all right, maybe there's something to this, and that was a big mind shift change.
It's been really fun to watch you be in a group of people and see you see yourself in other people and see how far you've come.
Correct.
Because I can tell that you see yourself in other people and you're like, I used to be there. I'm so proud of myself. I can give them advice now, or I know I've already come past that.
Yep.
And that's a really, really fun thing. It's really fun as a coach to coach someone through stuff and then to have them have the awareness that they see that they've already passed that part. And also to be able to watch you step up as a leader and be able to give them guidance. Because coming from me as a coach is one thing, but to hear it also from you, having been through it as well, completely different way to help another tribe member. So I just want you to know I'm proud of you and I appreciate you in this tribe more than you know. Is there anything else that you feel like has completely transformed or changed in your life that you want to share?
I don't think so, honestly. No, we talked about nutrition, talked about lifestyle, talked about money. I don't think there's anything else really. Friendship.
You know what? You eat a lot of vegetables.
Oh, I do eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruit. But fruit's bad for you. But somehow I keep losing weight eating a lot of fruit. I don't know how that works. Right? It says fruit's bad for you, but I continually eat fruit every day. Well, vegetables are always supposed to be good for you, but fruit every day. Somehow I continue to lose weight because I'm not getting fat on eating 700 bananas.
One of the coolest things that I've experienced is watching you eat tons and tons of vegetables.
Yeah, I'm almost like a vegan.
And encouraging others to do the same.
Yep. It's all about volume eating. When you eat real food, it's amazing how much food you actually eat when you eat real food. Except don't eat too much spinach because that hurts.
That is something. That is something I did not expect to hear from you a year and a half ago.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So do you think it was worth spending a year and a half to build a foundation and lose, I don't know, a good 120 pounds?
Absolutely. That absolutely was worth it, without a doubt. Another thing that I think changed definitely was my friendship with the people in the group, in the tribe. We had that first excursion, and now there's probably 5 or 6 of us that are pretty darn close, that are from all different parts of the country. So that's a big change, I think, that people don't realize. Like, some of my closest friends are in Chicago and North Carolina and South Carolina. You're like, all right, I would have never met this person if it wasn't for the tribe, So I think that's one of the pluses.
Absolutely. It's a really fun thing to come together in a way when everybody is in different parts of the world, but you're all going after your own goals. That's it.
Correct. And I think that we're open enough to share those goals and comfortable enough to share those goals with each other and kind of bounce ideas off each other when we're together, and even when we're not together, through text messages and stuff. So it's nice to have that group of, I guess, the tribe with you.